What's up, guys? Hippie Thug Gaming
Hey
here.
guys.
DeedsY.
Courtneyisdead.
And today we will be bringing you something that's been very near and dear to my heart for the last probably 4 or 5 years. I play it on again, off again, so I say near and dear as in I always come back to it eventually. And so this is Dead Frontier. So this is a browser-based game. It's completely free. So browser-based means you can literally go to it online and there's no like massive download or anything like that. It uses Flash players, so you're playing a game client on the web. Basically, long story short, without sounding stupid and rambling on, you can play it really easily. You don't need a super fast computer or anything. And essentially, this is a post-apocalyptic survival game. So, as you can see right here on my screen,
zombies?
They do indeed. So, in this episode, episode 1, we'll just quickly go over what you're going to see essentially when you get into the game. So, right now, I am in one of the hardest areas. You're not going to be here. You're going to be in that's Fort Stockade. Let me quickly check here because I have the map up. I apologize, folks.
The Great Bar. Oh, there you go.
Nasty Oz. That's the word I was looking for. I apologize. It's been a while, folks. So yes, Nasty Oz is the first one you're going to start out. And the other really neat thing I like about this is they're color-coded. So what that means is, as you start out right here, when you first make an account, you'll start out at Nasty Oz. And as you can zoom in here, you can see all the different supplies in the area of what you'll normally get. And this is user-created, so someone's actually went through and made this, and it is accurate, which means the blue is going to be the easiest. And as you go progress through the colors, obviously the enemy...
Part more difficult it's going to get?
You bet. So there's going to be more zombies, and there's going to be different types of zombies. As well as in any zombie game, there's going to be zombie bosses, and they're going to be more likely to spawn in the higher colored areas. So, as you can see right here, I am in, what's it called? You start at Nasty Oz. This is terrible. For some reason, it won't let me zoom over. It's being ridiculous.
What happened there? Just clicked on it. There's a cool preview of one of the monsters there.
Is it ever? Okay, so we'll just use this. Nasty Oz is right here, labeled with the green N, right? Blue, green, yellow, orange, red, black is the hardest.
What is gray?
Gray is where the best loot is going to be, but this is what's also called, I believe it's the, I'm going to be, correct me if I'm wrong, people that play Dead Frontier as well, I think it's called the Dead Zone, or the Dark Zone. And it's going to be nothing but the hardest zombies all the time in this area. Now, the flip side to that is obviously you're going to find the best loot in the game in that area.
That's tough.
It is indeed. So, when you start the game, like I said, you'll start at what's called an outpost, and you'll see all this. You'll see the gambling den, the marketplace, the meeting hall. I'll let you read it on screen. You don't need me to read it for you. But again, so what you'll do, obviously you can go to the inner city, and that's going to be when you go out and start exploring the area and whatnot, and we'll cover that more in episode 2. So what I'm going to show you right now is if you have gone out and whatnot and you find yourself hurt, or as you can see in the side here, you need food to actually survive.
I saw on the map some of the things you could get were like chips or dog food or...
You can.
Like, obviously, things that would have been packaged and preserved to a certain degree.
You bet. So, we'll go to my storage here because I know I have food in my storage. Because, like I said, I played it for a while now here. Alright, so, as you can see at the bottom, this is going to be your inventory, or your backpack, rather. And with your backpack, that's obviously how much stuff you can hold when you're out in the end zone, when you're out exploring. Obviously, when your inventory fills up, you can't hold anymore. You're gonna have to come back to base, and you're either gonna have to store it or you're gonna have to sell it.
So how many areas are there, and can you store in all said places?
Yeah, so the storage works as you have to buy each storage slot right here. So it's 5 slots.
Okay.
So I believe the first one, I think it starts out at 10,000 or 25,000, and as it goes up, they cost more and more. I've obviously been playing a while, and I've realized how important storage is. So on this character in particular, I bought all the storage slots so that I can just store everything in here. So we were looking for food, and again, so the neat thing I like about this game is they make it really simple in terms of if you hover over the item, this is going to restore 15% of my hunger if I just eat it right now. But if I get somebody to cook it, it'll restore 45% of my hunger. So, we're going to go back to Outpost. And we are going to go to the marketplace. And we are going to find someone to cook this food for us because I cannot cook the food. And I will explain that shortly here in a second. So we will find services and cooking, and you can just hit search.
Oh, cool.
Now, because this is a higher level item, so as you can see, it says can be cooked by a chef level 75 and higher. And you'll see the levels right here. So none of these people will be able to cook this item.
Okay.
So you're going to go down and find someone level 75. Now, the neat thing is it does the cheapest at the highest of the list. So this guy is obviously underselling this guy by $1.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get him to cook this. Alright.
So cooked truffles
Now,
and dried truffles.
Exactly. The thing that I find annoying though is after you cook one thing, you have to scroll back down. It doesn't just stay at that particular gentleman's thing. Now the other thing I will need to do here, since I'm already here, is I have armor over here that I need somebody to repair. So, same concept as well. You're going to see the price. You're going to grab the armor or food or whatever it may be. And you're going to get someone to repair it for you.
Okay, that's really easy.
They made it super, super simple. Now, I just noticed, and I'm going to go back to my storage here quickly. And again, guys, in episode 2, it'll get more exciting. We'll start exploring here. But I just wanted to cover the basics of the game for the people that might join and feel like this is very overwhelming. This is going to be perfect. So we're going to take Neuritonin.
So that's like a pill for health?
So, and again, this is probably not necessarily the smartest thing, but because I don't want to spend money and I already have it in my inventory, I'm going to use it. But yeah, so this is the Neuritonin B. Is one of the most expensive medications you can get. It's like the highest medication in the game. So if you're level 75 and above, that's what you need.
Okay.
I'm not level 75 yet, as you can see in the side there, guys. I'm only level 65 right now, but it's definitely a massive climb. But again, even though that doesn't matter, I'm going to need... I wonder why that was white. I'm going to need a level 75 doctor to do this for me, and I don't have enough money. So you know what? We're just going to give it to myself.
Obviously, we'll have to play some more. You haven't been playing in a while.
I haven't played in a while. So again, it tells me my cooked dried truffles. I am now fully nourished.
And you drag and drop. That's awesome.
Yep. Now, what this means for people that are wondering, like, what's your hunger mean? It's not going to kill you if you're out and you start starving or you get hungry or whatever. What this is when every time you kill a zombie, the amount your hunger is gives you a certain amount of essentially bonus experience. So if you're killing zombies, you're getting 100. I think it's 100 to 120. We'll just say 100 so I don't sound stupid. We're going to say you get 100% experience. But then say if it drops down to fine, you're only getting 80% of the experience.
So you're still going to make it, but you're losing experience.
Exactly. And
okay.
The only way to get experience, well, back in the day when I used to play, there were no missions. It was just killing the zombies and looting, and it took forever. Now they do have missions, I've noticed, so you actually can complete missions to level your guy up a lot faster. But it used to be just a steady grind. It used to be horrible. So again, we're going to drop... Okay, so I just went from injured to serious...
From critical to
You're
serious.
critical to serious to injured. And we are going to leave that right there. I was going to say, I'll heal up afterwards, guys. I won't make you sit through that. I was going to say, I don't need none of my other truffles here. You'll notice I've got a stockpile of ammunition, and I should throw my armor back on there. Now, one last thing I will show you guys. The other neat thing is when you scroll over a weapon, not only does it give you all its stats, it gives you the ammo as well that it takes. So that if you're like, oh, like what ammo? I just found this weapon, or I just bought this weapon. I don't know what kind of ammo it takes. It's going to show you. Now, some of these look really outlandish and whatnot.
Obviously, because you've been playing for a while.
And you'll see bonus stats as well. And we'll get into that into a later video. Again, I shouldn't try to confuse everybody. Because they've also now added implants. And again, you just scroll over it and it simply just tells you exactly what it does. So I have a 3% better chance to find weapons. And again, guys, so I'll show you the gambling den quickly as well. I never use this or play it at all, but essentially you can bet cash. So we'll go ahead and we'll give her a rip, and we'll bet $1,000 here. Now, you're going to need to watch the card. You're going to need to watch the queen. And you bet.
Oh.
Which one do you think it is?
I don't know, the middle?
This one?
I was going to say the middle of the left, but I don't know. That went so fast.
I know. Alright, we'll try this one here. Good call.
I wasn't wrong.
What's crazy about this is, again, you can bet $100, you can bet $100,000. So you actually could, like, again, make some money, or you
okay.
could lose some money as well. So again, that's why I never do it, but if you think you can test your luck, you go right ahead.
You're welcome.
The other thing you can do, and I never do, is the arena. I'm not going to click on that right now because it's going to bring up the client, which it'll make me start playing. But the arena, excuse me, folks, is for PvP. So player versus player, so you get into the ring with someone else, and
can you store your money at the bank?
yeah, you're going to want to do that because if you die, you lose your... If you die with any sort of money on you, you lose it. Unless, of course, you have one of these handy things. And again, we'll go over this more in episode 2. But if you have a security box,
Oh, okay.
you can keep a certain amount of cash on you. But again, there's the bank, and that's going to be self-explanatory. You're going to keep all your money in there.
That's fair.
So that's going to be your cash on hand, and that amount is the amount that you have in the bank currently. And that's pretty much it, folks. When you click Meeting Hall, it's going to bring you to the forum, so you can chat with other people, read what's going on, read the news. Records is going to be the monthly, weekly, whatnot of leaderboards, essentially. And if you're in a clan, your clan HQ is going to bring you to your clan. It's going to show you your points and everything else, and it's going to show you the members in the clan. This is a clan that I joined a while ago, and apparently they're still active. But you can see me right there. I'm in the rank of a demonic killer, so apparently that's the second highest rank in this clan. And then I've got my brother there as well. Solid. But alright, folks, so in episode 2, what we're going to start doing, since this is a post-apocalyptic survival game, is we'll actually start exploring. And we will...
Running from some zombies.
We'll start running for some zombies, and you'll see how this game actually works. But again, I wanted to showcase this, guys, because a lot of people look for fun games and don't necessarily want to pay an arm and a leg, or a lot of people that don't play computers think that you need a next level computer to play, and you don't. This is a fun game that's literally, you can play it on a browser, you can play it on your laptop, you can play it on...
Sorry, guys.
I was about to say pretty much anything, but you can't play it on your phone and whatnot, or a
Fair
tablet. But anyway, folks, this has been Hippie Thug Gaming, bringing you Dead Frontier Episode 1.
I just hit my hand
I
off
saw
the desk,
that.
guys. Peace, love.
Hippie Thug.